And now only on 9 this morning, we continue our Decision 2016 coverage with former GOP presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson, who joins us now live from West Palm Beach to talk about this campaign so far. Good morning and thank you for being with us today. Let's begin with a topic on a lot of minds with those recent incidents in Minnesota, New York, and New Jersey. The country seems to be on edge with worries about terrorism. So how can we prevent these types of attack? And also, what's your reaction to Mr. Trump's response on the issue?
Well, first of all, it is a very, very serious issue. And I think that's the point that Donald Trump has been trying to make recently and, quite for a long period of time. These radicalized individuals, as well as people who have come from foreign countries, don't have our best intentions at heart. And they depend a lot on our political correctness to further their agenda, because we have people who are sitting there saying, well, we can't look at someone more vigorously than we do someone else because that's discrimination. No, what that actually is common sense. And if you have a mass murderer who's 7 feet tall with green eyes and you're in a large crowd and you're looking for him, you don't look for the person who's 3 feet tall. You look for the person who's 7 feet tall. That's not being racist or homophobic or anything. That's using your brain. And that's the kind of thing that we have to do. But one of the great things about what's happened recently in New York and New Jersey is you've seen the people get involved. They're calling in, they see something, they say something, and it's highlighting the tremendous professionalism of our police force. But they can't do it alone. We also have to have rational policies and not try to make each other enemies and saying, you're a homophobe or you're too soft. Let's just sit down together and actually figure out a reasonable American type of solution for this problem.
And briefly, another topic this morning, both Mr. Trump and Mrs. Clinton have made efforts in recent days to gain support of young voters. Why do you think they would support a Trump agenda?
Well, I think what a lot of young people are actually starting to do is listen and analyze for themselves and not look at it in terms of whether this is a Democrat or Republican saying it, but asking themselves, does this make sense for my future, for my safety, for the safety of my children, for our freedom? And, that is a very important thing that is happening in our country right now. And I think both parties recognize that, but they're going about it in a very different way.
Dr. Ben Carson, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We will, of course, check back in with you as this campaign